welcome back to our channel. This is the Reddit Mess. This is the Reddit Mess. This is our channel. We're already the new year, and it's already the 11th. It's the 11th, and I haven't posted crap. Your girl has been sick. Matter of fact, let me tell you leading up to this. Tell you what happened, because I feel like your girl has been going through the gigs, and we're only on the 11th. You know, it's only been the 11th. Matter of fact, I've been going through it since Christmas Day, babe. Christmas Day, right? Let me tell you what happened. Well, first off, I just want to say, let me say what I'm thankful for, because it's the new year. I am so thankful for every follower that I have gotten on TikTok. So thankful for y'all. I'm so thankful for everyone that has followed me on YouTube. So grateful for y'all. I'm so appreciative of everything, of all the blessings that are coming my way that I don't even know about yet, and the ones that I've already obtained. I'm just so thankful. Okay, you know, because you gotta give thanks to where it's due before I vent. Now we can go ahead and what the hell happened, right? So Christmas Day, my friends want to go, to the zoo lights. I said, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna go. I get there. I parked my car. At least I thought I parked my car, right? Like I parked my car because that's what I thought I was doing. I'm sitting in the parking spot, right? I turned off my car because I have like the little startup, I have the startup, and then y'all know what I'm trying to say. You click a button and everything turns off. I put my foot off of the brake. Next thing I know, I roll back. Lean with it, rock with it. That type of shit. Lean with it, rock with it. That type of shit, right? And the next thing I know, my car goes back, and I just hear a boom, 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 boom. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I look in my rearview mirror. It's a Range Rover. A Range Rover's behind me. I get out of my car and I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Is everything okay? Are you guys okay? And then the lady's like, yeah, why don't you just move your car forward so we can see what has happened? I said, totally. I moved forward. Mind you, it's a Range Rover. That Range Rover did damage to me, babe. That Range Rover took my bumper out, right? I get out the car. I'm like, oh my God, do you want to exchange insurance? Do you want my insurance? I don't know if they've been drinking, the dude. So there's two women and then there's a dude, and the dude is like, he has this little can. So I don't know if he's been drinking. I don't know if everyone in the car has been drinking. Let me say that. The lady, she touches my bumper because it's a crack. Mind you, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's the fact that it's there. You get more sensitive when it's something that you're paying for. You know what I'm trying to say? You get more sensitive when it's something that you're paid for. And on top of that, y'all, I literally just got that car. I got that car right before the pandemic hit. I'm not going anywhere, so I have less than 7,000 miles on that car. And now there's a crack. There's a crack on the bumper. There's a crack on the bumper. It's minute, but it's there. When I walk up to my car, my trunk, I see it. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm disgusted with myself. So getting back into it, the lady goes, yep, your car took the brunt of it. Merry Christmas. I just wanted to die. Because I'm like, yeah, and this is what my dumb ass said. I said, yeah, this isn't really feeling like a good Christmas. But hindsight, it could have been so much worse. She really could have been a Karen. She could have took me for all that I had. My car still works. I can still drive it from point A to point B. But it's the fact that it happened. It's the fact that it even happened. Because why did it even happen? Because of my careless mistake. But my car is getting fixed. So it's okay. How's y'all New Year's going? Anyways, so I just had to share that story. We're gonna go ahead and get into the Reddit mess. Again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, I'm so appreciative of everyone that has followed me thus far, and we're just gonna keep on going. I decided that I wanted to start off my new year with doing Weddings. Because I love a good wedding story. I love when weddings go array. Is that even a word? Also, if you guys see any like good Reddit stories that you want me to like interact with, send them my way. Or if y'all have your own story and you want my commentary, like, or my advice, send them my way too. I'll put my email in the links below. Because I saw a few people on my TikTok and then a few people on YouTube ask like if I would do it, and I said I would, and if they wanted to be private and just, you know, email it to me anonymously, then they totally could do that. But I've checked my email, I haven't seen anything. But getting back into it. So anyways, the subreddit is Am I the Asshole? And the question is, am I the asshole for not letting my best friend have her wedding on my property after being uninvited? Well, one of my best friends, who's 29, male, Carla, is getting married soon, 31, female. It's only meant to be a small backyard type of wedding, but they've been planning it for a few months now, and originally it was supposed to be on my property. They wanted it because it's private, has lots of open space for the reception, a nice view, and the house could be used for them to get ready and stuff. Of course, I said yes. She and her fiance, Rick, were very happy. Thing is, Carla and I do have a history. On and off in college, but decided to stay friends. Then I met my wife. We got married. Carla met Rick, and now they are here. Now, my wife knows okay, so he's the guy. Okay, then I met my wife, we got married, Carla met Rick, and now here they are. Now, my wife knows I went out with Carla back in college, and she didn't care. Carla still went... Okay. I mean, that's great. That's great that they were able to, you know, overcome that obstacle. I mean, she was able to look past that and be like, you know, I don't care if you went out with her, like, you're mine now. I think that's great. But it's already seeming like, okay, this is a lot of, okay? Carla still went to our wedding and everything. I never knew if Rick was told or not. It's not my relationship, therefore not my business to say anything, so I never did. Rick found out recently and not in the best way. Not sure how, but from what I heard from friends is that one of our mutual friends told him, no idea why, that we used to date. Not only that, but apparently Carla said a couple of years ago she was still in love with me when she was already dating Rick. Don't have actual confirmation if that's exactly what was told. All Carla told me is that Rick was told about our past and he's angry at her for never saying anything, as he should be. Personally, I've always been one of those people, like, don't have me out here looking crazy. Like, don't have me out here being around people smiling up in my face that you've interacted with. And I mean by interacted, you've been intimate with. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, tell me, let me know so I can move accordingly. Anyways, getting back into it. It became quite a drama and didn't hear from her for over a month until now. She told me they're going to couples counseling and that the wedding was still on, but Rick requested that I not attend. It sucks, but I totally get why he wouldn't be comfortable. Then I asked the obvious question, where are they going to hold the wedding then? To my surprise, she said they still want it at our place. Wait, where do you come off saying, I don't want him to go there to the wedding. I don't want him to be at my wedding, but I still want to use your house though. I still want to use your house. Babe, that's not how this works. That's not how this works, babe. That's a mess. As a man, I totally understand why you wouldn't feel comfortable. Totally get that. But as a man, you need to figure out where you're gonna have that venue at. You need to figure it out. It's okay. I said so too, and in my mind, I'm going, he doesn't want the guy who dated his fiance years ago at the wedding, but still wants the wedding at his house. My wife and I are expected to just not be at our home that weekend. No, seriously though, like, where do you want me to go? You don't want me there at the wedding, but where do you want me to go? But you still want to have it at our house. Where do you want me to go? And I told Carla, no, they're going to have to find someplace else since we're not going to simply leave our home for them for the weekend. Not only for safety reasons, but it doesn't make sense. Rick doesn't want me around because he's not comfortable, but is comfortable enough to have their wedding at my house. Exactly. Because of that, I've been bugged by not only her, but also Rick and some friends who think I'm being petty. Who think I'm being a petty asshole for not letting them have the wedding here anymore. Honestly, don't think that I am. It just doesn't make sense at all to have to leave our own place for a wedding we're no longer welcome to and leaving our home totally vulnerable. Still being accused of sabotaging their wedding, and Rick believes it's the least I can do after everything. Am I the butthole here? Hell no. No, hell no, you're not the butthole here. No, I'm not gonna leave my house. Why would I leave my house? Because we were friends, because I thought everything was cool. I'm doing you a favor, I'm doing you a solid, like, for you to have that beautiful venue. If you knew at the end of the day, like, whether you found out that I was, dating your fiance, if you knew this was still the venue that you wanted to go, that you wanted to have, and you knew you weren't going to go anywhere, babe, you should have just sucked it up, buttercup. You just, because what? Because beggars cannot be choosers. Yes, beggars cannot be choosers. No. If y'all had time to go to counseling, I don't know, because it doesn't say time frames, but I would imagine if y'all had time to go to counseling, work out your differences, overcome that, you had plenty enough time to find another venue. Beggars cannot be choosers. Beggars cannot, it's the audacity. It's the audacity for me. Yeah. 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 I don't know, look, what y'all think? I don't know what y'all think. Let me know. Okay. So the next subreddit is still the same subreddit, Am I the Asshole? And Am I the Asshole for telling the truth in the wedding toast? Ooh, it just sounds like it's gonna be good. It just sounds like it's gonna be good. Okay. So I'm a 30-year-old man and my best friend got married last week. I just bought a house and my wife is expecting our son in November. So I let him know I was limited in what I can contribute financially, but did tell him I would try my best. I went to the bachelor party in Maine, I rented the tux and paid for mine and my wife's dinner at the rehearsal dinner. I also had a gift of $300 that I was going to give them, but we'll get to why I didn't give it to them. Now wife, then fiance, texted me multiple times a day with updates. Fine, I didn't always respond, and it got out to the point where if I didn't respond at least once a day, I get a call from my buddy. I have a full-time job and I'm redoing some rooms in my house, so I'm busy. She texted me for the following reasons. Number one, my wife was not allowed to talk about her pregnancy at all. She didn't want anyone to focus on that more than her, the bride. That's an interesting request. I don't think I wouldn't be bothered. I would not be bothered if a pregnant woman wanted to talk about her pregnancy. Now, granted, if that was all that she wanted to talk about during my day, then okay, yeah, I can definitely see that being an issue. Like, babe, like, hello, this is me. This is my time to shine. But if you want to mention what you're having, when you're having, go right ahead. Number two, she was not going to order special food for my wife. No one asked her to. My wife was fine with whatever she was going to be served. Number three, I was not helping the groom enough. He had to help her with favors, seating charts, and programs, so I had to help him with those things according to her. She also said to get ready to help with the thank you notes after the wedding. Number four, she said if I was a true best man, I would offer to pay for the bar bill. I don't even know what that means. Number five, she had to read an approved speech before the rehearsal dinner and wanted to be included as much as my buddy. Girl, I'm not your friend. I'm your husband's friend. Why? I can't. Okay. She told me to make up things if I had to. I was not allowed to include anyone but the two of them, and no inside jokes or stories about my buddy that didn't include her. Okay, that's too much. And then the last one, number six, her last text said to tell my wife to keep it together and not make a pregnancy scene during the wedding. Also, she wanted her to choose a dress that downplayed her pregnancy as much as possible. That's a mess. Okay. I can kind of, no, I don't understand it. I don't understand any of these. None of these made sense to me. Number one, who cares if a pregnant woman wants to talk about her pregnancy? Again, if she's talking about it the whole time, then yeah, I totally get that. But still, let her talk about it. What the hell? That's not going to take away the shine from you. Everyone is there to see this wedding. The best man paying a bar bill? Like, why does the best man have to pay that? This is your wedding. Y'all should have planned accordingly. The hell? The pre-approved speech, I guess I can kind of understand that. I guess. No, actually I don't, because I want to hear some heartfelt shit. Like, I want it to come from the heart. What you gotta say about me? Inside jokes, that's funny. Like, that's fun stuff. Like, why do you care? And again, I don't know you. If I'm like the best man, I don't know you. So what do you want me to really say about you? Like, I don't want to make up lies. Like, it's not going to be authentic. And then if someone's recording that, like, you're going to look back on that, like, 20 years, 10 years, hell, they may not. The way this lady's acting, baby, they may not even make it to a year. But whatever, you know, if you're gonna sit there and watch that shit back and you're looking at the best man having this made up story about you, like, are you really even gonna feel like, are you gonna feel like that was a special moment to hear lies? Getting back into it, I was so aggravated. I spoke to my friend to see if he could reason with her. He told me to just play ball on this one. It's her day, to cut him a break because he'd be dealing with her nonsense for the rest of his life. I was annoyed but calmed down. The day of, all the bride and my buddy did was scold me, berate me, and bark orders. I head down to the bar for a drink. The bride's mother is there and warns me not to get drunk because I could ruin her daughter's day. Enough. Final straw. I didn't give them a card with the cash and the speech. I used my friend's exact wording about having to deal with her nonsense for the rest of his life. I wished him the best and told him I'd always be there for him, especially during the divorce. Am I the butthole? I don't. So the way they classify this one is everyone sucks. To be honest, let's start with the list, okay? The bride, she's definitely a hot rotisserie mess. That's too much. That's too much to be that in control of a situation. Like, let things be natural. Like, let things be natural. Like, I'm all for being a controlling person. I like to be in control. I like to be in the know. But like, some things you can't control. The husband. Is the husband not the butthole here? I mean, because he really didn't do anything. He just asked his friend, like, hey, like, you know, just let her, you know what? Yeah, let her be. No, he should definitely have pulled the reins in. Yeah. The husband, he folded. He cracked and he folded under pressure. He definitely should have pulled the reins a little bit on his wife and be like, hey, like, you're doing too much. You're asking for unnecessary stuff. The husband definitely folded. The friend, petty Betty. The friend is a petty Betty. You know what? I can't judge him for that. You know, everyone handles stress differently. Damn. Yeah, he's a petty Betty. That last little statement for his speech, I wished him the best and told him I'd always be there for him, especially during the divorce. Especially during the divorce. That right there, that was ooh, he took them some places. I bet you woo. The best friend said, you know what, I'm gonna be like Aladdin and baby, I'm gonna take you for a magical carpet ride around the world. I know the wife had whiplash. Like, what did he say? I was all for him not giving him like the money. Like, totally understand that. Like, you don't want to give your money out to that hoe. Totally get that. But that last little statement, baby, I'm here for a petty Betty. I'm here for it. But damn, everyone does suck. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. The last post, and then we're gonna close out. The same subreddit. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling a teenager that a wedding is significantly? Why does it sound like that? Am I the asshole for telling a teenager that a wedding is significantly more important than her birthday and she needs to grow up? Okay. That's a little excessive, but we're gonna get into it. I invited my soon-to-be mother-in-law wedding dress shopping as an olive branch because we don't have the best relationship. She accepted, but asked if she could bring her boyfriend's 15-year-old daughter, Emily, because Emily loves fashion. Honestly, I think it was more of mother-in-law has some anxiety around my family and wanted an ally, so I said yes. Emily is okay, but is ridiculously spoiled. Her divorced parents are in a competition for her love and both have some serious cash to throw around. Emily is having a sweet 16 the same month I'm having my wedding. And she's been talking about it non-stop, picking up the car she wants, making plans for the actual day. Her birthday is a Wednesday, but the party is a Saturday. So she still expects something special on her birthday. She will be going to Disney with her boyfriend, her dad, and mother-in-law. Stop. Go place. She has already let her mother know that since her birthday falls on custody time, her mom can make it up to her. She is having 3 birthdays. I internally roll my eyes a little, but it isn't my business. We had a nice day planned of lunch and wedding dress shopping. It started off okay, though Emily demanded a sip of mother-in-law champagne, and I was a bit worried about getting kicked out because it's a liability. But mother-in-law told me to chill, and her boyfriend has been giving Emily sips since she was 12. they would have had to go. They would have had to go. I'm like, ugh, this is supposed to be about my day, and I don't have time. She's right. Like, I don't have time to be getting kicked out of a wedding dress shopping because you want to give. You're trying to impress your daughter-in-law over here. Like, this little 16-year-old girl, you're trying to give her some sips of champagne. Y'all can pop champagne at home. Like, no, they just would have had to go. They just would have had to go. Mm-mm. The issue began when Emily was walking around the boutique and found a dress she loved for her party. Mother-in-law told her to try it on, which kind of bothered me because it wasn't Emily's event. My mom told mother-in-law that it was bad etiquette, and mother-in-law seemed surprised. I will give mother-in-law the benefit of the doubt that she didn't know because she is pretty socially oblivious. Emily came out and heard the conversation and told mother-in-law she didn't do anything wrong and we were being zillas. I nicely asked Emily to stay out of the adult conversation. Emily told mother-in-law that it isn't even her fault her relationship with her son is strained because we are so nitpicky and she was literally just trying to put on a dress. Okay, little girl. I snapped at Emily that she had no idea what she's talking about, and maybe when she's older she'll have a clue, but a wedding is way more important than some birthday. I said birthdays come every year and it really isn't that special. Emily told me to chill and why can't I share, and all the dresses that I tried on were basic. Finally, mother-in-law told Emily they were leaving and stormed out. After paying for the dress, mother-in-law's boyfriend is pissed and said I'm a drama queen. I shouldn't be fighting with this kid and I'm so mean to mother-in-law. Okay. So on the post, they deemed her an asshole. To me personally, and y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments. We're free to have a different of opinion. I don't think she's an asshole. Do I think it was a little excessive for her to ultimately say, birthdays aren't special? Yeah, because birthdays are special. Birthdays are definitely special. But I totally get where her frustrations is coming from. Honestly, me personally, before it even got to that point where I'm arguing back and forth with little child, she would have had to go. She and the mother-in-law would have had to go because why are you giving a 16-year-old some champagne? That's fine if y'all want to do that behind closed doors, but seriously though, like, what if y'all would have got kicked out? Like, I'm here specifically trying to pick out the dress for me because this is my event. I don't have time to be stressing out about petty shit that y'all are doing in this boutique. Because then I would really have to sit there and hurt somebody if I got kicked out on the day that I'm supposed to be picking out my dress because you want to give champagne to a minor. So yeah, they definitely would have had to get skedat before we had even got to that part. What was it? Yeah, I mean, that's me personally. I feel like, I don't feel like she's a butthole here. That's me personally. I really don't feel like she's the butthole here, but I wouldn't have been arguing with no 16-year-old because it wouldn't have got that far. They would have had to go. Is there etiquette? Yeah, like, this is supposed to be my day, but mother-in-law knows that. So if I tell you, hey, this is the situation here, I'm trying to do, dress shopping, I invited you so we can, kind of have a little bit of, what am I trying to say? A bonding moment here so you can feel included in my wedding, but you're solely trying to butter up to this little 16-year-old brat. Like, no. I don't know. I don't see myself arguing with no 16-year-old. I think I would have collected her together if she would have said the dresses that I was trying on was basic. But I don't think I would have berated the little girl and told her, like, oh, birthdays aren't special, because birthdays are special. I think that's the only thing that was messed up. But again, all the other stuff that they were doing, it just wasn't the time nor the place. Like, you got your mother-in-law being, basically being insensitive towards the situation. Like, I invited you here for a reason. You're supposed to be, helping me pick out a dress, not picking out a 16-year-old's dress at that moment in time. You can definitely, maybe have your eye on a few dresses, and then come back and try again later, for you to have some mother and daughter time with each other. But not at this venue, not during my event when I'm specifically here to find a dress because I'm going to be marrying your son. At the rate, honestly, I just would have asked her to leave. I would have paid her dust. Like, the moment I even saw her, like, giving into that little girl, I'd be like, you know what? Like, my mom's here. My rock is here. That's all that's important. I don't care what you're on anymore. You and that little girl could go, fuck it. Period. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.